Frank Morrison was 19 and showed nothing. She stopped asking the judge from the basketball. However, Frankman could illuminate the room without his 6-year-old son, and I went down from Calgary to start practicing foster care. Although he was attacked several times, he was taken to a new place. His last move was 3 years ago, when his last grandmother, Clive Andrews, had gathered at the reception center. They walked on the road between the small bungalows on the mountain. This will be the greatest time spent together. Clive was very busy changing her family service check with the drinks in the bar. 6,000 inhabitants of a small town where the gray winter lasts all year round. Frank did everything to identify other adoptive families, but when he turned the attention to a pretty girl, Julie, convinced that he deserved more than life and Frank was not used to her ticket, he changed his mind. Frank inherited the party, all old and easily impressed by what he liked. She met Joey and her proud, and she ran into Suzy Rustic in a shy way that was Julie's best friend. They would be in an abandoned hut in the mountains. They were the only ones who defeated the boredom of their small, insignificant daily lives. Frank saw that this was the possibility that his inexperience was something strong. These limits were tested overnight with nightmares and commotion. Intimidation, vandalism, and theft were his weekly plan. He came to the place where they tried their best. Nothing was forbidden when the mask was brought. One night, Frank and Frank are frank and Frank is dark. He helped him immediately with his helped him help, and brought him back. Although the band was surprised by the Frank, he ordered them to finish their work. Joseph screamed with a knife and shook it with a knife to bleed his bleeding in his arm. Sissy did not want to. Frank told him, "I have to finish what they started." Julie closed her eyes and slid the knife to her chest. He held out the wet sheet of Suzy. Suzy Lee saw Frank holding his hand in the shade and inserting a blade into the human throat. Frank told them to move quickly. Their blood was cleaned from the floor, the body was in a pleasure car and left for Holland. 4 of them are digging a snow channel looking at the forest from the front. He took the knife and left the group to confirm it. The sugar fog around Frank quickly makes you so general that you cannot be pulled back to his stairs and cannot come the way of evil. He replied strangely to call him dark. Julie, Suzy, Joey dug, but Frank did not see it. Julie saw a muddy motion. The snow and the 3 walked along a deep path in the forest. When Julie, Suzy, Joey did not come back at night, my parents thought they would run away with Frank. Another theory, however, when the bodies were found on Mount Mormon, the atmosphere of the city has changed.